gentleman from Pennsylvania. Ms. Lee is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In 2020, President Trump's last year in office, he removed or replaced 5 inspectors general on what appeared to be retaliation for investigating the misconduct of his own administration. And in June 2020, the Government Accountability Office issued a report addressing the impact of political retaliation on IGs. That report said, quote, "Ensuring the independence of IGs is critical to OIG's credibility and effectiveness." I asked the chair for unanimous consent to enter the GAO report titled Inspectors General, Independence Principles and Considerations for Reform.
Without objection.
Thank you. Mr. Greenblatt, if there is the appearance of political interference with an Inspector General's office, how might that affect the mission and effectiveness of that office?
Certainly, independence is core to what we do. It's a central principle for all of us. We need to be independent from the agencies, and we report directly to our agency head, but also Congress as well, on a bipartisan basis. And that independence is absolutely critical for everything we do.
Thank you. President Trump also left gaping holes in the IG community for years at a time. While vacancies have been a problem in previous administrations, they were particularly damaging under Trump. During his tenure, 5 IG positions remained vacant for the entirety of his presidency. In contrast, President Biden and the Senate have confirmed 15 IG nominees. Inspector generals speak truth to power, and they rebuild trust in our government. Without qualified people to fill these essential oversight roles, we can't hold government leaders accountable. With that great responsibility comes a requirement that the IGs themselves remain above reproach. SIGI's Integrity Committee serves as the watchdog of our federal watchdogs. SIGI conducts nonpartisan investigations into allegations of legal and ethical wrongdoing by federal IGs and high-ranking OIG officials. They make recommendations for disciplinary action, up to recommending an IG's removal if their investigations confirm allegations of misconduct. The decision to remove an IG must be made outside of the political arena and not by a president who fears that an IG's findings will embarrass them or their political appointees. And we need these determinations in a timely manner. The Department of Homeland Security's Office of Inspector General's chief counsel admitted in a June 24, 2024 court filing that the Integrity Committee recommended disciplinary action against him. Yet nearly a month later, in a years-long investigation, the Integrity Committee has still not released a report to Congress. Mr. Greenblatt, can you give us an update on when that report will be released?
Well, as I said earlier, I'm not on the Integrity Committee. I don't participate in their deliberations or vote. I don't go to their meetings. So I don't know when that will be. I know it is a priority for the Integrity Committee. This is something everyone wants to move forward with, but it takes time. It is very large and multifaceted, and these things just take a long time, and it does not help. Well, these are very weighty issues, and I know the Integrity Committee is doing its best to move things forward in a deliberate fashion.
And I apologize if I'm asking you a question that's outside of your purview in fear of doing that, but what do you believe is, or what are you all doing to improve the speed of how quickly a report will be released, if you can answer that?
So we've already convened a working group to look at timeliness issues with respect to the Integrity Committee. That is something that is underway. We have asked them to move forward in an expeditious manner to try to develop some ideas on how we can move the Integrity Committee investigations forward faster. A major component of that is IG cooperation, and so that is perhaps the biggest problem with slower investigations is IG cooperation. So that is the hardest nut to crack is that issue.
Thank you. SIGI's Integrity Committee serves an important purpose in holding our government accountable, but it must improve the timeliness of its investigations, or bad actors will be able to act with impunity. I asked you, Mr. Greenblatt, to release, or of course help to release the critical reports so leaders and policymakers know whether they can trust the people who hold these essential positions. I thank you for your time in the committees, and I yield back.
Thank you very much. Gentlewoman yields back his time. The distinguished gentleman from Georgia is recognized.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Mr. Mafumi, for